do the game again. He's countering and trying to hit. Okay.
Alright, so there's multiple skills in here. So we have what I call external skills. So we know how I define the internal, okay? So if I'm not doing that definition of internal, then you're doing external, okay? So you will have some parries, you see? You have some parries. If I have his center, you see, and you can feel, I'm not moving it right now, but if you try to move it, you feel the stick there, you see? And go back to where you were. Here I am again. From the camera, it looks like I'm just touching you. I'm just touching you. But then you can see. And then you would feel like there's something there, okay? And I can, of course, use it, you see? And then as you feel that something there, then you'll try to get out of it, you see? And so that will be where maybe a parry will come in, you see that? So it starts at the adhesion level, the seizure level, and then as you escape it, there's a following level that will take me now next to the next, in this case, Kokyu, you see? Okay, do you get it? So that following, that's what I call following. It is very similar. If I do the following without any internals, it kind of looks like this. Okay? Following alone isn't what we do. It's more that I might have to follow every once in a while. You get it? As opposed to I follow. Martially, if I follow, eventually you're going to get hit in the chest if you're only following, okay? And then there's no energetic component to it if you're just following anyways. But martially, supplementing a actual Aikido seizure with following, then that's something. You have to do that, okay? So you have to be careful that you're not just on the outside and you keep going like this kind of stuff, you see? Even though I'm touching you. So at contact, I already have you in that. Then I try to do something and you try to get out of it, you see? And there's a mixture of following, where I am touching you, and wherever your hand goes, I try to stay with it, do you see? Okay? But unlike just straight following, like let's say I'm here and you try to go around it, then I'm on this adhesion, you see? And you can't do that on just pure following, okay? And then your following skill gets better. Let's say I use the adhesion to get that tilt, you see? I'm going to have a much easier time following a dude that's trying to get there as opposed to we're here and you're going around here, you see? So as I get you off balance, it's easier to follow and to take you into the face. You have to get out of that. But I'm always trying to put you see, back here. And you're playing with that hand, and I have a mixture of following. I'm slowly getting that one going. It's right there. You see? Cease. Understand what seizure is then. Yeah, it feels like something, but really what it is martially is you now have to do something in response to what I'm doing. See? So a lot of times when you get him, resist, do your thing. Okay, there we go, right here. He's barreled down, do you see? You guys see how he's braced? So braced like you were, like and you get it? Well, he's doing something. He's occupied. And he's occupied like that. He's not attacking me. So you can't freak out when you have that. Your opponent starts to use like a bracing angle against you. Okay? You're still doing it. It's still seized. Maybe I can't throw him, but he's still seized. Do you understand that? So don't start and then trying to shove him. Right? You can do things to it, like you can egg him on. Usually what I do is, as he goes static, then you see the arms right sitting. Okay? So look, when the guys are like, you keep trying to project, you can't project, well, maybe you can't pull then. Pull. You understand? He's seized. Take advantage of it. It's you, as he starts like, oh, you're trying to do this. It's you, now you're adding to this pressure instead of like, whoa, he's really pushing there. But see, now he pushes there, I could use it to yield to it. Do you guys understand? So you're trying to do your thing, he's doing whatever. So a couple things like, let's do that same push again. I'm trying to push him here. Well, I can just take this way. Right? Or if you're right here, you can just drop and take away the ledge that he was using. Do you guys got it? Don't start contesting in here. That's not it, okay? Try these things. Okay, so when I follow and it's external, I'm just following the limb. So she moves her limb, I just follow her limb. She moves her limb wherever, I just follow her limb. That's all I'm doing. Okay? When I go internal, for example, I know I'm either Kokyu, which is a projection, or I know that I'm adhering. If you pay attention, and adhering has some sort of pulling aspect to it, like she can't pull away, or I can move her forward towards me. You see that? You don't really have an adhesion if the two things aren't pulling against each other. It's just two pieces of tape lying on each other isn't really adhesion. You see, there's a aspect of it that I need the adhesion, otherwise they'd come apart. Okay, so in order to project something, move something away from me, it can't be her arm. It has to be her center. And in order to adhere something, it has to be connected to her center. And so when I just follow her arms around, she's trying to hit me on the chest, and I'm just following her arms around, you can see that I'm only in the arms, okay? And no matter how beautiful I make it look, I'm just in her arms. But once I go to the center, then you can see this is pushing on the center. Use this hand right here is pushing on the center. And you can see this hand over here is pulling on the center. So they're touching, but they're not just touching here, they're touching there, do you see? And that's what I call the seizure, okay? So I have to always seize that. And now all of a sudden, all her little hand movements, there are not so many of them. You see? Because her balance starts to go. You have to get that. Okay, stay there. This hand to probably on the camera looks like it's either doing nothing or trying to lift her up, but it's pulling her out, you see, from its contact point. Now it's just waiting. So this, to me, this is following. Now I have her again. Now she has to get out of it, and then I follow. And here it is again in her center, right here. And then this hand over here is doing the same pulling, okay? Same this way and this way, but here, just like this one is. Not following. Following when I have to. Following to the next seizure. You have your mission. Now she looks totally different, right? Okay.
Thank you, Senshin.
We had a comment like, you know, a good observation point is like the use of ledges. So you're like trying to get these ledges all the time. Like here, you get that ledge, then this ledge you get, you know. And you're just pushing on ledges and things like that. And then you could see the desire for the ledge, and I would, because it's a fear response, it's a will to power manifestation, and it's just dichotomous mind. It's like, I'm going to push on this thing. I'm going to overpower the thing that's pushing on me. But he can't push on me unless I push on it. Okay? And likewise, if he has ledges on me, you see, and we're like trying to get rid of these ledges, do you see? But if he has ledges on me, then I have it too. It's like you stuck yourself to me. Do you understand? So like, in the contrast, in the desire of one and the avoidance of that same one from the other side is telling you what's going on, instead of like, okay, I'm trying to hit his chest, he gets a ledge, get your ledges, cool, and I go here. You get what I'm saying? So, and it comes all the time on the other way too. So if you pay attention, let's say I'm the Nage, so he's trying to push in, and then he goes back to follow, right? And he's trying to get a ledge right there. Do you see the ledge is right there, okay? And that's the ledge that I can use on him. It's not necessarily that I go here, he comes on the inside, yeah, okay, so he comes on the inside, come around, I would like to show the same one so the audience knows what to look for. You come around right there, okay? Okay, he comes around right there, do you see? And it's not that I go like, whoa, get rid of that ledge. Like, I can use that ledge, do you see? He's pressing on me. And so this freedom from the dichotomy means the whole dichotomy, okay? Not me trying to get off of it and avoid it being used against me, okay? And when your mind is not dichotomous, you can actually feel what it is. Oh, thank you. You know, you adhered to me. Cool. Thank you. I don't have to seek it. And likewise, this move, when I go here and he comes around, it's not, I don't have to block it. You see? It's not me blocking something. It's that's why it doesn't ever look like it. He comes around and you're here. What was that? A block, a throw? Was it both? Was it neither one? You see? And now you have the tetralemma. It was a block, it was a throw, it was both a block and a throw, and because it was both, it can't be neither either. I don't know what the hell it was. Okay? So as you're working for your ledges, I don't think you could think of it on the fly, but sometimes you guys are getting in a prolonged stuck on the ledge, and I think you might have enough time for the intellect to go, let me change this and let me move the ledge that they're trying to use against me. Okay? And see, it'll change things. You'll get out of those looks like two rams butting heads, you guys are locked horns. It's like, oh, if you lock to me, then I move, you move. See, that's the idea. Okay? So let's think about it a little differently. So I know that from where I'm touching, I can either push or pull on your center. Just to keep it simple, okay, right? And that's a difference between the external following. I'm not touching your center from your extremity, okay? And in this drill, you're tasked with repositioning the center. The center is in one place, right? And then I'm repositioning it from the extremity. Okay? How it is repositioned from its initial position is not, I don't ever choose it. Okay? Just like, because if I choose it, I'm going to choose it through the dichotomous mind, through the ego tripartite, you see? And just like that ledge, you know, he's shut me down by that bicep hold. And it's like, no, he's not. He's making himself global. Do you get it? Just by thinking about it differently or experiencing it differently, okay? And so likewise, any way that you make this center move from its initial position is the drill, okay? So you have to be careful that as she's trying to do this, that I only go that. You see? I only go that. You see? Because that's it too. Because when I do this, I don't have you. I follow till I get here. Now I touch the center. You see? And then now I come to check. But what we want to do is touch the center from the beginning. As soon as I touch. Now you have to do something, do you see? What do you want to do? Okay, then we go back. Do you guys get that? As opposed to, I'm here, okay, now I can. Right? I just touch the center. You have to do something. But don't think central immediately on touch has to be pull. It doesn't have to be. Okay? Right? So to be clear, I'm not sure you're following me. We touch, I'm going to describe what your chosen pattern is. Follow, parry, now you touch the center, and then you project away from me. And what I just demonstrated is I touch, you see? And it's a pull. But I don't want you to think in that, because I can touch and project right on touch, you see? I do whatever. Okay? So what is it? What is it I'm doing? It's not really making the center do that. It's just touching the center. You can just touch the center. Any way you touch the center. Then they'll move to try to regain their center. And when they move to regain their center, I touch it again. Do you get that? It's just a different way of thinking it. It's not that I'm doing something to you. I'm doing it. Do you see? And I'm doing it. And then you're going to do something. And it's doing it again in what you did. Do you see? As you're doing that, it's hitting your center. Do you see that? Okay? And then you go, and oh, there it is right there. Okay? Cut.